Say hello to travelersan. Through the creative use of game mechanics, and at times glitches, we're on a quest to see just how much of Genshin Impact can be completed using only the Traveler. And we sometimes... we pretty much always break things. If you enjoyed the series, do make sure to like and subscribe. It helps travelersan out a lot. Archery training has been conquered using only Geo-Traveler. With the biggest hurdle out of the way, the journey can continue. While we are nearing the end of the Inazuma Archon Quest,
the war is far from over.
Shogun, you're really asking for it with these cheap shots. That's the second time now. But indeed, things are far from over. After all, travelersan has to become captain of the all-important, extremely elite Swordfish 2, a group that will never help him do anything. Which I suppose is good, since travelersan flies solo with the exception of Paimon. There's just no way to get rid of her. Not that he'd ever turn his blade on her to try.
You didn't get hurt, did you?
Paimon? Run. Becoming captain was never really a hurdle to overcome, so let's get to the actual hurdles. Starting with these electro monuments that I totally forgot existed. Oh dear, could it be that stopping the storm on Yashiori Island was a bad idea? My immediate thought is to use a portable waypoint to teleport electrostatus in, and then use Animo to complete this, but... the distance between the monuments has me concerned. They're also on timers, and some of them don't stay activated for very long. Let's take a look around. If there happens to be an enemy nearby, then use of Sacrificial Sword is on the table. Looks like I'm in luck. The sword in the ground will summon an enemy if I interact with it while carrying an Electrogranum. Hello, Mr. Samurai. I need you to follow me, if you would be ever so kind. That's right, this way. Come along and don't delay. Really hoping his aggro range reaches to the monuments. Big enemies like him aren't easy to push by using charged attacks. I've removed my equipment just in case it does come down to that, so that I don't accidentally defeat him. Then again, if his range does fall short, getting him to use that dash attack at the edge of his aggro range could be an alternative solution. And guess it doesn't matter, he can walk to the monuments. Now then, use skill here and there. Finally, burst. Nothing to it. But there is something to that. Oh, this sucks. I don't have anything equipped. There is no way this is happening. Surely this part won't reset if I run away? Okay, good. Let me equip everything, and here we go? Yo, my dude, where are you going? Your spawn point is in the opposite direction. Is he just going to walk all the way out to sea and... never mind. Magically vanishes. Next up, the Delusion Factory. Not sure it's what I'd call a factory, but whatever. It's time for another domain break. The goal is the same. Skip to the end without opening this door locked by 3 keys. It's really quite simple too. See that up there? That thing that looks suspiciously like a hole in the ceiling? That's because it actually is one. Most of the time, these are misleading and there are invisible walls all around them. But this is one of the rare cases where it really is a hole you can climb out of. Now, if we can find a way into the room past the door... oh, I fell. Alright then, guess I'll die.
This is not the end.
There we go, easy peasy. In case you missed it, I got a checkpoint when wandering into the area. As such, all I had to do was death warp and the game would put me in the room. The room that's full of the Fatui, which are among the toughest enemies for Traveler only. Made even worse by the fact I have low health and only fruit and mushrooms for food. You might say, I did not think this through. But that's okay, that's okay. No pressure, no pressure. No causes for concern here.
You must have a death wish.
Hydro application. Oh, no, 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 no. If that pyro slinger hits me, I am done for.
Through me!
Starfell Sword, save me. No, you're supposed to block him, not to give him the high ground.
This is Her Majesty's gift.
Alright, that'll be the end of Natashka at least. Oh my gosh, you little... Get back here. Whew, now to just not mess up against Mr. Pyroslinger. Do you think there are enough obstacles between us? Wait, stop, don't walk around them. Perfect. Now the dude is trapped. One more should do it. Are you serious? Fine, I'll approach. Okay, that was terrible. I hate fighting the Fatui. Those blasted shields. Hello, Mr. Wanderer. We've not yet met because travelersan did not exist in version 1.1. But if he had, you'd be saying this to me right now.
Barely 2 words in, and you already look like you want me dead.
Because this cutscene has 2 versions, one of which many players will have never seen due to it requiring an event trigger that's no longer in the game. Anyways, it's not yet time to beat up Mr. Wanderer, so we'll conveniently black out and let Yae Miko think she saved us from some terrible fate. Bringing us to the anti-shogun training. Truthfully, I think I got enough of that 2 episodes ago when I broke the fight and evaded her for over 5 minutes. Which I suppose will only serve to make this easier. First try, right? Second try. Can't hit me up. This is surprisingly accurate, considering the insane vertical reach of some of her attacks. Behold, travelersan's patented Starfall Sword hat. Guaranteed to make anyone taller by violently crushing, I mean by compressing the body like a spring. See? Look at that. The recoil effect. She's already springing up in height. The next hurdle on the quest is one I've both been looking forward to and dreading. Miss Signora of the Fatui Harbingers. A boss that I have long believed might be the most difficult I'll ever have to face given my traveler-only restriction. Plus all the other stuff I'd like to pile atop that for boss fights. No food, garbage artifacts for my adventure rank, and being underleveled. So, why might it be the most difficult? Because no matter how good I am at dodging, her ability to turn the floor into damaging terrain is something I can't do anything about. Sure, I can clear each corner of the floor one time, but that's it. And sure, I can manipulate her influence on the terrain to some degree. For example, I can block certain ice attacks that would affect it with Starfell Sword in Phase 1. But for attacks where she just goes on a rampage like in Phase 2, there's nothing I can do. And that's to say nothing of the interlude where she's in the ice cocoon. I could not get a read on this phase. Sometimes she would never attack after entering it. Other times she would fire off multiple volleys of those homing icicles. Getting through that part without taking significant damage proved difficult. Very difficult. There was no consistency. Which is why I did something that longtime viewers of the series probably thought I would never do. I leveled up travelersan's artifacts. What, did you think I would actually level up the character? Well, guess what? I did. See? He's level 25 now. Apparently, he'd been 8 XP from 25 for a few weeks, and upon killing an Abyss Mage to get materials for a portable waypoint, it happened. But anyways, we are leveling artifacts. And not just any artifacts, but 5-star artifacts that Mr. Wolf and Evalin gave me. Holy heck, could this be the jackpot of feathers? Oh my gosh. Okay, one off roll isn't the worst. No, stop it. Why only 2 of 5 in crit value? And why 777? This isn't lucky at all. Ah yes, into flat attack multiple times. Wonderful. Whatever. This two-piece combo of Gladiator and Berserker is still a huge boost in stats. Miss Signora, you've defeated me some 30 times now. Even so, once more.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Right off the bat, we want to block the ice wheel she'll send out. If you're wondering why I didn't use Starfell Sword earlier to block the icicles too, well, that's because those icicles she throws before the wheel, they don't get blocked by geoconstructs. I'd gotten hit far too many times when they are obstructed from view, so best to keep eyes on them.
Into the frozen void.
Case in point, how the icicles went through the barrier Wake of Earth created and hit me.
Into the frozen void.
We are at the annoying part. It's all down to the RNG of Crimson Moth spawns.
Power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew.
And of course, they spawn over top iced terrain.
You have reason to be.
Uh-oh. Want to see a neat trick to deal with the homing icicles? Boom! Starfell Sword is easily the greatest skill in the game. So versatile. Really?
The pale flame
Okay,
smolders.
never mind. Those were very lucky moth spawns. No complaints. About 1/5 of health gone from the first phase. Not a bad run at all. Generally speaking, the attacks of the second phase aren't as bothersome to deal with as the first. This is because for the first 30 seconds, Signora will spam her whip so long as you stay close. I want to take advantage of that while I can, because for as great as it is, therein also lies the problem: staying close. Once she begins to move and use attacks that set the floor ablaze, staying close isn't really possible.
Yeah. Immolation. Cherry.
She would move right when I use burst. Thus far, I'm doing really good. She's already half health, and by sheer luck, she's only moved along the path she created earlier. But, well, there goes a fourth of the arena just like that. That triple whip is easily the most annoying move in her arsenal.
Terra Smash! Quake!
Almost.
In hindsight, I should have destroyed that ice crystal right then and there. I got greedy, wanting to last out this attack before clearing the corner.
Who dares call me a witch?
Terra Smash!
Not even ashes will remain. Embrace your searing reckoning. So strong, but how?
Infinite lives. It wasn't until after the fight that I realized I probably could have won without upgrading gear by using certain items. For example, Goulash can be used against Signora to have the rate of sheer cold accumulation. Notably, it does not work in the second phase against Blazing Heat, despite the similarities of the mechanics. The other item is warming bottles. Again, only effective in the first phase, but the two combined would mean I wouldn't be herded to one of the four corners of the room, allowing for a much greater range of movement. That said, I don't have either of those on travelersan, and to get them, I'd have to detour to Dragonspine to complete some quests and to level the Frostbearing Tree. Either way, Signora is no more. That leaves us with just one more battle to complete the Archon Quest, the Raiden Shogun. I know I said the Inazuma Archon Quest was going to be a 3-parter, but I'm adding one more episode.
Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you?
Next time, the Inazuma Archon Quest reaches its conclusion. Do make sure to subscribe and tune in next time. This is Moosashi and travelersan signing off. Till next time.